Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. I am so glad you're here. We have so much to talk about. Sit down, pour a cup of tea, make your craziest eyes you can. Oh, I'm going to roll this out from now on. When we have something crazy to discuss, I'm going to roll out crazy eyes of judgment. Let's get into this. All right, Crazy Eyes of Judgment wants to talk about and judge this. This is courtesy of Daily Mail, and it says Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's project announcements are a diversion tactic to distract from the fact that nothing much is going on. Royal expert tells Palace Confidential. Let's talk about this. It's going to be more than just that. I actually suspect the opposite. I think they have something going on and they're trying to play, look at me, look over here. And we'll talk about what I think that is. Actually, several things. Let's talk about all of it. So this came out, and again, according to Daily Mail, it says Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's recent flurry of project, I like that that's in quotation marks, as if it's alleged. Yep, I'm kind of in the same boat. Announcements include a new podcast deal. I don't know about that. As well as that one's, quote, jamfluencer. Can you think of anything more cringe than jamfluencer? From royal family to jamfluencer. Just let that sink in. Roll out are a, quote, diversion tactic from the fact that probably not much is going on, a royal expert has said. All right, I am going to read just a few lines of this, but I have other thoughts, and I think it'll lead to a bigger discussion. That's why I'm going through this. All right, let's keep going. Speaking on this week's Palace Confidential, the Daily Mail's Richard Kay said that the pair always appear in a hurry to make announcements and look busy. Dun, dun, dun. All these plans are in the pipeline and then nothing happens. Can we underline that? Nothing happens. He continued during the episode, referencing earlier claims there will be no new podcast work from the couple until next year. Oh no, we're all so sad. What are we going to do? Oh wait, nobody listened the first go around. Why are they going to listen this go around? In February, it was announced that Meghan had signed a deal with Lemonade. We know about that. That one who produced only one series of her podcasts before parting ways. That's a nice way to say it, parting ways. I believe they were let go and called lazy effing grifters, right? Oh, God, that's so funny. I'll never not laugh at that. However, a source told Richard Eden this week that there's not expected to be any work broadcast this year. The relaunch of Meghan's podcast. Oh God, every time I think about that podcast, I want to bang my head on the keyboard. Every time I bring up the podcast around Jay, he's like, oh, why'd you make me listen to that? It's like torture. Let's see here. Got pushed back to 2025 because they're so busy and important, right? It's understood that Lemonade did not want the podcast launch to be overshadowed by the former actress's television series. What are we even talking about? I want to know all the details. How does that work? I can't imagine they're paying much. Why would you buy a failed project? The way I'm understanding is they bought the back episodes. Are they just re-releasing that? Who knows? Who cares? I can't care. But I'm going somewhere with this. Let's see here. Began filming at a rented house in Montecito this year. Remember, it's all the things important to her, right? That's American Riviera Orchard. I'll never not think that's funny either. Putting out that American Riviera Orchard and saying it's all the things important to Meghan. Are the kids in it? No. Is her dumb husband in it? No. Just Meghan haunting her kitchen. Let's see. So she's renting a house because she's authentic. Netflix said, sorry, I made myself laugh with that one. Netflix said the show would celebrate the joys of cooking and gardening and entertaining and friendship. What does she know about any of those things? When have we seen her cooking? I just showed a clip where she can't make toast. It's daunting, according to her. What does she know about gardening? I want to make a joke about hoeing. I don't know. Entertaining, really. Again, yachts and friendship. Oh my God. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Isn't she known for ghosting everybody? Lemonade is said to be sorry. This is just again, I'm in the Twilight Zone. Lemonade, whatever, is said to be concerned. They should be concerned. I'm concerned for them. They have poor judgment by investing in people like this, that there would be scheduling conflicts. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Between the launch of its podcast and Meghan's lifestyle brand. When you work that out, isn't that something you think about? Everything they do feels rushed, not thought out, not planned out. Wouldn't you be signing papers saying this is what we're planning, this is when we're looking to do it, agree to these terms before announcing all this shit? You would think. The other part of this I want to draw attention to is about halfway down. You can see it says, Richard Eden said it's a very strange way of operating. I mean, take Netflix. They'll announce a new film for something when it's gone into production or it's about to be broadcast, he explained. It's very strange to announce deals and then have nothing. Announcing a deal like this and then not having any content, any podcast for a year. You wonder, is she just doing it for the publicity? Yes. So there's that. But also, I'm going to make fun of the jam for a minute, but I want to get to the bigger picture of what I think they're doing. I am getting there. I am leading there, I promise. But think about this jam thing. They're doing the same thing. It's not like she has a product for sale. They're just dragging this out by basically announcing over social media to these people, look at my important friends. I can give them jam. I can't even sell jam. I can just give them jam, which, by the way, a sugar made fun of me for buying King Charles jam when Meghan's just giving hers away. I'm like, yeah, you idiot. That's the point, is I'm giving money to charity. I'm buying a product that King Charles has, again, to support a good cause and to support the royal family. And Meghan doesn't even have products. Wow. Okay, but I think that they're looking at this the wrong way. I do think that that's a lot of what's going on, talking about Harry and Meghan, trying to make themselves look very busy and important. All I can think of when I say that is Anchorman. Remember? I think he says, I'm very important. My apartment smells of rich mahogany. I have many leather-bound books. That's what I think of when I think of these idiots. But jokes aside, well, not jokes aside, because look at that picture. Yikes. All right. Jokes aside, though, here's what I really think. They are doing it to look busy and important, but I also think so I've been covering the Lady C book, right? We know this. And I'm getting it. I've already finished the book in real life, in real time, but I'm still posting sections, so I don't know if I've hit the part yet. But basically, a lot of their tactics are look over here. A lot of crap they pull with the royal family in hopes, according to Lacey, in hopes that people don't really look into what they're doing, i.e. alleged moon bumps or working on trying to silence people and take away free speech, stuff like that. So it's all a game of look over here. So I think this is another one of those things. And what are they trying to get us to look at? Jam. But why are they trying to look at jam? Well, because more big stuff is coming out. One of the things I think they're trying to distract, I think there's a lot of stuff they're trying to not get us to talk about, and this is one of the big things, the African parks situation. Again, Harry is a director, and this is according to Daily Mail, or courtesy of Daily Mail, and it says he's facing further accusations of human rights. YouTube doesn't like that word, that's why I hesitate. Awful atrocities going on. And still, he will not speak up. It's not that he can't, he won't speak up about this stuff. He has not spoken up about this stuff. They're giving these dumbass word salad speeches about importance of, feminism and stuff. And yet, when they have the chance to do something, they do nothing. They show themselves time and time again as nothing but words, zero action behind it. We know this about them. We know that they're hypocrites. We've seen it. They time and time again. It's not even the obnoxious stuff like the climate change, eco warriors that they pretend to be while taking 1 billion private jets. This is very serious, and they're not speaking up. They're not saying a word about it. They're awful people, just awful. I will not stop talking about this because it needs to be brought up. But my suspicion is, my feeling is, they don't want people to look into this. They don't want people talking about this, and they sure shit are not talking about this. So this is one of the tactics I think they're using, these stupid slow launches. I think it's all about them always, obviously, trying to build out money and whatever shamble of a career they're trying to make, but also they do not want to talk about this. The other thing, I think that this is a diversion against this. They do not want people talking about this, the bullying claims, the stuff, the allegations from the time, God, it's so bad, with the royal family, the Jason Knopf bullying report. They don't want that out. The only time they ever mentioned it was on Oprah, that Life Fest, and tried to say that it was, to discredit her on Oprah. Nope, she discredited herself. They both did on Oprah. That's not it. They're trying to, again, change the narrative, rewrite history. They don't want this stuff out. I say release the bullying reports. It's time. If they have nothing to hide, then what's the problem with releasing them? I keep reading those tantalizing headlines like the floodgates are opening, and I'm like, well, let's open them. Let's see them. I get the idea that people always say, they can't because the Sussex squad are unhinged and they'll go after the survivors. I get that. But this is crazy to allow them to get away with this. Talking about Harry and Meghan, if the accusations are true, we need to know about it. We need to see the reports. We need to see what evidence they have. And it's just, I don't know. I get the idea that we have to protect from the squad, but just think about that in itself. It's crazy that we have to protect Meghan because her squad is so frenzied they will go after victims that had to deal with this crap. This is the Twilight Zone. So again, circling back, it's my opinion that yes, they try to look busy so they can, fool their 12-year-old followers and try to get people, People Magazine, to report on it. And then I just think a lot of us can see through the BS, but I do think that there's more at work here. And I'm not a conspiracy theory. I'm not a theorist. I'm not into tinfoil hat stuff, but it just is so them. Because again, if you tie back into what we're learning in that book I'm going through, Lady C's revised book, they've had a history of doing this. When they get caught at something or allegedly caught at something, they try to do other things to get people to talk about the other things. So I just think it's coincidental that when all this stuff is coming out about the parks and other things, there, and then the bullying accusations and things like that. And I just think, I just suspect this all has to do with that. It's a look over here tactic. So that's, I don't know. That's what's in my head. I wanted to get all this out and talk about it. I want to know your thoughts on it. Do you think I'm on the right page? Do you think am I reading too much into this? Meaning, do you think it is just their superficial ego BS? Like, look at us. We're very busy. Somebody book us, that kind of thing. Or do you think it's all the above? Let me know in the comments below. As always, I can't thank you enough for being here, for supporting the show. It means the world to me. It really does. If you want to further support, you know how to do it. Check out the merch. Recollections may vary. Not bloody likely. All the things. And definitely check out Patreon. Patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. That's where you can become an executive producer like the lovely geese and ganders you see on the screen before you. But seriously, thank you so much for being my voice of reason. Thank you for being here. Let me know your thoughts on all of this. I'm very curious as to what you think is happening. I hope you have the best day. I'll honk at you geese very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.